Hey guys, CJ here, and today we're breaking down the top 5 Copycat comic characters. Now, this is purely our unscientific opinion here at the Hybrid Network, though we've done our research and we think you'll agree with what we came up with. So, without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at our honorable mention slot, it's Sentry, and yes, Sentry is a ripoff, but before you chalk this up to me tearing down another Superman clone, pause, because you would be incorrect. Sentry is not, as many think, another aped version of Big Blue, but he's rather a direct riff on another Marvel character, Miracle Man. So yes, Marvel ripped off Marvel, kind of, with Miracle Man, making his first appearances under the name Marvel Man in 1954, predating the schizophrenic superhero Sentry by nearly 50 years. Now, I would go into more detail, but the story of Miracle Man's rights dispute is a little too long and complicated to discuss here, so we're just going to move on. Coming in at number 5, it's Jarvis, and yes, this list has what everyone's been waiting for. It's a battle of the butlers. Jarvis, of course, is Tony Stark's lovable butler, serving him and his family for years. Kinda sounds like a familiar confidant of Gotham's cowled protector. But even though Jarvis has been reborn as a computerized artificial intelligence, and our Alfred remains bound to his fleshy form, the comparisons are uncanny. And with Alfred appearing more than 20 years prior, it's clear which British butler was the original. Coming in at number 4, it's Black Cat. And what is it with these city protectors getting feline femme fatales? And yes, Black Cat clearly and blatantly apes Catwoman, though the debate about who wears the cat suit better is ongoing. While their respective heroes couldn't be more different, both Selina and Felicia are expert gymnasts, martial artists, and oh yeah, cat burglars. But while Catwoman first appeared in the very first issue of Batman in 1940, Black Cat didn't grace the page until 1979, at which point Catwoman had already appeared in both television and film. Coming in at number 3, it's Aquaman. Yes, everyone's favorite scaled superhero is a ripoff, but before Armin snaps my neck like Superman, let me explain. Aquaman is a half-human ruler of Atlantis with super strength, near invulnerability, control over the seas and sea creatures. But you know who else that sounds like? Oh right, Namor, who showed up in comics in 1939, beating Arthur Curry to the punch by 2 years. However, Aquaman is definitely winning the PR battle, far more present in pop culture than his ankle-winged adversary, though Jason Momoa and Zack Snyder have a tall task ahead trying to change that public perception. Coming in at our number 2 spot, it's Deadpool. And was there even going to be a list of comic book copycats without Deadpool on it? Not likely. Though he doesn't necessarily resemble the character on which he's based, the blatantness of the rip and the subsequent denial from his creator are what set Deadpool apart. Drawn loosely as a parody of Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, in 1991, Wade Wilson has taken on a life of his own, becoming one of the most popular comic book characters with his fourth wall-breaking style, and he'll be gracing the silver screen next year. But what gives him near top billing on this list is Rob Liefeld's constant denial that Wade Wilson has any connection to Slade Wilson. Right, Rob, right. Coming in at number 1, it's Hyperion. Now, an argument could be made for any character on this list to claim the top spot. However, what gives Hyperion the edge is the fact that not only is he a copycat, his whole villainous team are copycats. And who did they rip off? None other than the Justice League. Yes, Hyperion, Nighthawk, Dr. Spectrum, and Speed Demon ape Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, and the Flash respectively, appearing first in a 1970s issue of the Avengers as a blatant jab at Marvel's market competition. Hyperion is quite clearly a rip on Superman, from the super strength, speed, durability, X-ray vision, and flight. He even has the power of atomic vision, essentially which is heat vision, the icing on this copied cake. So that's our list. Do you agree with us or disagree with us? Who would you have put at number 1? And what do you want to see next? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.